You have been absolutely clickbaited. You clicked on the video thinking you're getting 3 champions reworked, didn't you? But we can do better than that because we've got 4 champion reworks coming up for you because I'm literally the GOAT. As always, I've got even more coming up than you bargained for by clicking, as Reddit is censoring League players, and I'll end on a controversial topic. Really going to speed run this channel into getting cancelled today, so strap in. Now I've heard of rumours the League of Legends subreddit is full of bots and run by Riot mods. But I think the Ari skin really did confirm it, guys, and I just wanted to make you all aware of it if you haven't heard about it, as it's the go-to place to talk about League. I love it. We all love talking about League, and it's important to know what you're chatting with. The faker Ari skin reached unheard levels of upvotes 5 days ago, and this is the thing, 5 days ago, nothing since then, 0 posts about it. I'm not saying I want to go on League every day, and people are complaining about Ari, but look at How Dive. Has had so much community momentum. I think we had a similar amount in League. And are we really saying as a League of Legends community that died in 12 hours? Like, really? Really? 12 hours to go from the most outrage I've ever seen them about using Faker for money and a $500 skin, and now a day later no one cares? Like, really? Ari mains are still posting about it. Kata mains are still posting about it. Probably every other individual champ subreddit is. Riot gave us half a day of rage because they couldn't stop that, but now hide every other post about it. It's crazy. There's also reports Vanguard is bricking PCs. That's also censored from the Reddit, but I haven't looked into this enough to confirm it, but I probably will do. I used to think the YouTube comments were trash, but honestly there's been so much incredible discussion even since I started my channel like a month ago, and I think it's important to find a place. Not even my channel. I will dominate Kadril, Yamato's channel, because the people who run the channels are just going to say what they think about League without thinking about, coming across well. I called out damage in the game recently, something that Reddit really doesn't want to admit, and expecting loads of downvotes calling me trash, get good. It got 91% likes. Like, that's the community opinion, and it's not reflected on Reddit at all. We need a better place than, God forbid, Twitter or Reddit to talk about League, and the YouTube comments might just be it. Look, I'm always going to give my honest opinion on the game. It's why I create the channel. You can disagree in the comments. That's what's great about it. Like I got called out a couple of times for my take on Azale over the Ari skin by a couple of people, actually, and I think they might be right and I was wrong, but at least we can actually talk about it without getting censored. Anyway, preach over and on to the rework champs. Let me know how you'd rework some of these, because Cassante first, obviously. Shock, Cassante rework. It's either the concept of a tank and a bruiser at the same time just doesn't work, or his W, which is what makes Cassante, is actually unbalanceable. The Cassante mains have loads of suggestions. He's already less fun and skill expressive than before his first rework, so who knows what's coming. Honestly, it is a job I am not envious of. I really don't have any suggestions. Good luck to whichever balancer. I think it's Freak. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. I've got a bone to pick with you lot, though. Why are 98% of you unsubscribed? We need to fix this. Justice for Rue, and subscribe now. Next, we have Swain, who is again another failed rework. He's almost back to pre-rework patch rate, the whole reason they reworked him. I love Swain. I think he's a symptom of the game that's all burst and one shot, and he wants long fight, so he just kind of doesn't work. But if you've played Swain, you will know he is legit some of the most fun you'll ever have in League of Legends. Swain ulting into 5 people and just standing there menacingly, healing off everyone, killing everyone, because literally no one seems to know if you stand in his ult it goes on forever. It's incredible. It's just top quality fun. I think Swain needs minor changes. His ult was so much fun, but it is kind of useless into certain champs. Like, I've had games versus Zac, Lux, Maokai support, and I'm literally unkillable. Whereas I've had games versus Vayne, Viego, and I'm popped. Like, I'm completely irrelevant. So I think they just need to find a happy medium on that. Next rework, Neferi. I think I'm going to make a video on him, as he needs a total rework. He's the complete opposite of his class, something League seems to do more and more these days. Let me ask you, what's an assassin in your eyes? For me, flashy, huge outplay, high skill, early game, snowball champs. The theory is the complete opposite. He's fucking boring. Basically a poke mage who's weak early, scales late, farms a lot, with borderline 0 flashy outplay moment. He just charges at people in a straight line, and people mock Garen for that. He's a poke mage in lane where you hit 1 Q, then you need to hit another Q to do damage, but your opponent can literally just walk away if they've been hit by 1 Q. Like, he's an awful champ and the most in need of a rework, so fair play that the fact they've picked up on it and looking at him. And it goes back to Champions designers, just make these abominations and dump it onto the balance team to balance them, which is crazy to me, and I actually think really unfair on a balanced team. If you're designing a champ, you have to make sure it's balanced. It used to be champs they made had to be fun to play, but also fun to play against, and now it's just, I don't even know if they ticked either box with Neferi, really. And finally Ziggs, honestly, never really play him, don't have much of an opinion on what to do with him. Apparently he's uninteractive in lane, but then by that logic, so's Lux, so's Heimerdinger, so's Xerath. At the minute mid, you kind of just clear your wave and then stare at each other. I think this is more a general wave clear speed problem, and the fact that they sync the waves up between all 3 lanes, so roaming is just so punishing. Like, there's no point roaming top. You have to roam bot and get a double kill to be worth it, because by the time you've roamed, you've lost 2 tower plates and a wave. Like, it's really hard. Like, I think this is more a mid lane problem, and I don't know. I think Ziggs, I guess he could probably do with a rework, but very minor, I think. I don't think he needs to be reinvented. And finally, let's try not to get cancelled. It's Pride Month. No problem with that. Go ahead, go wild. Riot, go wild, enjoy it. But let's not be promoting how LGBT friendly you are as a company when your morals leave the door for money, as it does with every company. They are taking Saudi money, and we all know what happens if you're openly out over in Saudi. It's literally a crime. Riot want their cake and to eat it too. I'm not aware of any openly gay players, but statistically, there has to be camera crew and broadcast talent involved. There's got to be several people who are not openly out in the public, which their choice, fair enough. But how's Riot going to promote how supportive they are to this cause? Which is fine, by the way, like, encourage them to do it, until they took the Saudi money. Because now if a player comes out, they won't be able to play in the Saudi Esports Cup. They'll lose their career, they'll lose their place in the team, because obviously teams want players who can go to Saudi and compete for the biggest payday of their lives. And Riot just, with this move, couldn't be any more unsupportive than going to Saudi. But Pride Month comes along, we've got all our tweets, we've got all our publicity about how much we love the community. We're great. And to be honest, I'm tired of every company pretending they care about it, because the only reason they do it is it's good for their rep and it makes them money. They don't give a fuck about it. If they did, the tweet to open Pride Month would be very supportive of this community, we care a lot, and thus we've turned down the Saudi World Cup. Now, the amount of money they'd lose, it makes 0 sense. But they really are just coming across as a more and more scummy company, aren't they? Thanks for watching. New vid 3 PM Queen Elizabeth time in 2 days, and subscribe for more.